Hey everyone, so this will be a real world speed test here between the Samsung Tab S7 Plus versus the Lenovo Tab P11 Plus. This has 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is the most expensive version you can get of this tablet. When it was new, it would have been over $1,000. I bought mine used, but new in stores it would have been over $1,000 here in the US. Again, 8 gigabytes of RAM. This one has 512 gigabytes of storage in it. The Lenovo has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it has 128 gigabytes of storage. This has a MediaTek processor in it, whereas this guy has a Snapdragon processor in it. So this is a lot more expensive. So we'll see how much quicker it is than the Lenovo, if at all quicker. Histories have been cleared on the internet browser, both are on my home Wi-Fi. So go into Google Chrome here, 1, 2, 3. And you see I just cleared the histories. That's what that one's showing you. So first we'll go into, if I can type, an easy website of Pokemon.com. I also do have a case on the Samsung, which is why it looks so much bigger than the Lenovo, bulky wise. The Lenovo is 11 inches, the Samsung is 12.4 inches, so both of these are nice big displays, but the Samsung is a bit bigger. Let's make sure the brightnesses are about the same here. Let's see. So they are about the same. This is nice and bright, but the Samsung is just brighter. So we will, let's see. So let's go ahead and hit the, not at the home screen, desktop site there. And desktop site. Let's go ahead and hit Mew. Both do give you the animation, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and we'll just hit the Pokedex icon up top. Go ahead and hit Butterfree. Go ahead and just hit the Pokemon here. Go ahead and hit for the Pokemon Go. This is almost instant. This is not slow by any means, but this is almost instant. Again, this is a bit of a brighter display than what you'll get on the Lenovo. Let's go ahead here and best I can hit intro. Both of those were very fast because it just scrolled down. And we'll do one more thing here and hit the RCS. Let's see, Lenovo is still loading in. There it is. Both are nice and smooth though. So that is what we're looking for, is smooth on the video. Go into bestbuy.com. This is a heavier website. It likes to trip up cheaper tablets. So we'll see how these both do. So in that time, I think actually the Lenovo, nope. Lenovo was winning, but the Samsung took it in the end. Alright, let's go ahead and hit clearance open box and more. Go ahead and hit the computer one. So they're both doing really good here. I think actually the Lenovo won that time. It was quite interesting. You can actually see a little bit more on the Lenovo, which is surprising being this is a bigger display. Let's go ahead and hit this Alienware for almost $1,700. 300 hertz refresh rate. That's pretty dang sweet. Normally $2,100 for clearance. So these learn again. You can actually see a bit more on the Lenovo than you can on the Samsung, which is quite interesting. You see all this little stuff loads in quite a bit faster than on the on that guy over there. I'm really curious to see what this is. This is going to bring up things I'm out of. And of course, it moved on me on the Lenovo. What is that? Is that a phone? No? Is that a tablet? That is really cool. Did not know that was a thing. It's a foldable tablet, I think. That's interesting. That's really weird. Alright, go ahead and get out of this. Oh, there it is. Just took it forever for some reason on the Samsung. Alright, that was weird. Let's go into the Google Play Store. Let's go ahead here. None of these are the same. Let's go ahead and hit in Garmin. And you can do swiping on both, and it works very well on both. Let's hit Garmin Verb, something I normally do not hit. I turned on my volume. We're going to hit the side of this video. And see how they both do with doing video through the App Store. Samsung's loaded in a tiny bit faster, as you guys can see. But both of these look fantastic. There's no stuttering or anything like that on either device. So that is always good. Let's go ahead here and into Roblox. See, there we go. I swear that Lenovo loaded in a tiny bit slower than it usually does, which is kind of weird. Alright, next one, we'll go into Google Sheets. Ooh, I almost missed it on the Lenovo. We're going to hit an exercise, which is from like a year or two ago. I just don't use this spreadsheet anymore, but oh, it's actually from 2 years ago. Yeah, it's either 427. I do work out, just not using a spreadsheet anymore. And then we'll go into YouTube's, everyone's favorite app, of course. Let's see, they're on two different accounts. So let me switch this one over to my main account here. And we'll go into not hitting shorts because that opens up videos apparently. Alright, then we'll go into, don't know what I just did there. Then we'll go into some copyright-free music. Starting with the Lenovo. Volume is up all the way. We have 4 speakers. Actually, both of these have 4 speakers. It's hard to see, but there's one right here, one about here. And then on the other side is one here and one here. Again, volume is up all the way.
Broken home, I gave you all the bricks that I own and own. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want revenge, shouldn't follow home.
And then on the Samsung, again, 4 speakers. It's a bit harder to see with my case on, but there's one here, here, and here. Then volume is up all the way.
If you want to travel, then go alone.
So both do sound really good. But the Samsung being bigger actually does sound better, and it's also louder. This gives you more bass too. The Lenovo does sound good, and it is nice and loud. It beats other tablets in its class, but compared to the big 12.4-inch S7 Plus, it just doesn't sound quite as good. But for what it is, it's actually very good. So we'll go back into our opened apps here, and we'll finish off this video. So there we go. Hit the Alienware, hit the Alienware. Both are good. Pokemon, both are perfect. Alright, then we'll go into Google Play Store. Both are good. Alright, then we're going back into Roblox. Both are good. Sometimes the Lenovo, let's do it the correct way. Sometimes the Lenovo will put it back into the orientation you had it in. Sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Then we'll go back into just Sheets. And we'll go back into the actual sheet. One thing with Lenovo is you have to sit there, hold it, let go. Samsung, you just hit a button and it brings up all of your open apps. Then last but not least, YouTube's. So there we go. So again, like I was saying, you gotta swipe up, hold it for a second while it's still on the screen. You guys let me know what you think. I think both of these are actually pretty impressive tablets. Now, once you get into other things like gaming, the S7 Plus is going to blow the Lenovo out of the water, just because, again, better processor and a lot more RAM. You'll be able to play pretty much any game you want on this, but in lower medium graphics, pretty much any game you want on the S7 Plus in ultra graphics or max graphics. So in heavier apps and tasks, this will do better than that will do. But for just normal world stuff, or what most people use tablets for, both of these are really good devices, especially for both their price ranges. With, of course, this being a lot more expensive than that, 4 or 5 times more expensive. This does actually really well against it. But again, you guys let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? As always, I really do appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.